are on the way to the hospital. It is the 26th, so the day after Christmas, and I am going to be induced with Cervidil. Very nervous. Hopefully this does not take 17 hours. How do you feel?
Good.
Oh my gosh, you cannot just say good. Are you excited?
Sure.
What do you have to say to your son?
Hi.
This is what he's gonna look back on, and all he's gonna say, he's gonna see is hi.
He's gonna be like, yeah, it's Dad.
Not like,
right.
I love you, I'm excited to meet you.
Tell him in person.
Are you serious? Well, I'm excited to meet you. I can already tell that you're very stubborn after everything you've put us through these past 9 months, and we cannot wait for you to be here. We are here, and I have to go to the body so bad. I'm in my room and I have my birthing gown on already because I brought my own. It has a sash, but I'm not gonna put the sash on. And this is our room. Basic labor and delivery room. Okay, so it is 6:15 and I'm laying in the bed. I got here and they checked me and I'm still a 0, so I haven't dilated anything. They said my cervix is really thick, so that's great. They did like a bunch of blood work because I am going to do cord donation, so they had to do 5 vials of blood for that, and then just the hospital in general needs 5 vials of blood. And then they had to do like a bunch of questioning. They got me in the bed, they got me on the fetal monitor and the contraction monitor, and then at like 5:06 they inserted the Cervidil, and that takes 12 hours to like work, and I have to lay really still for 2 hours, so I still have like less than an hour that I just have to lay here, and then I can eat. And they just brought me dinner, and it's chicken broth and gelatin and apple juice. It's like all clear liquids, and I'm like, I'm not eating any of this. I don't want any of this. It all sounds really gross. And my blood pressure has been like a little elevated since I've been here, and my blood pressure is being taken right now, as you can hear. So yeah, it's gonna be a long night apparently. So it's 10:45 and Will's making his bed. My blood pressure has been up since I got here, and it isn't really going back down. So they just gave me medicine by IV to kind of help that, and then they just gave me 10 milligrams of Ambien to help me go to sleep. So I should be sleeping pretty good in about 30 minutes or so. But since they started the Cervidil, I've been like sick to my stomach, like so sick, and I'm cramping, and it sucks. It's not fun at all. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. They took my Cervidil out a little bit ago, and I'm dilated to 1.5. Unfortunately, my blood pressure is not going down, so they're gonna have to start magnesium on me, which is something that they didn't want to have to do just because of how awful it makes you feel. I did not sleep at all last night after the Ambien. It didn't work. I didn't get tired at all. I just tossed and turned the entire night. I was so uncomfortable in this bed. So because they're giving me the magnesium, they're gonna have to put a catheter in me, and I'm gonna have to stay in the bed until the baby comes. So lots of tears have been had this morning already, just because I was supposed to be able to get up and walk around and take a shower. This is not fun. This is not fun at all. At least Will's getting to sleep some. He slept all night like a baby. So it's 9:46. I haven't vlogged very much today because I've been in and out of sleep. They started me on the Pitocin earlier and the, what is it, magnesium sulfate, and it's made me very loopy and have a headache, and like my eyes hurt, and then they gave me Benadryl to help me sleep. And then my blood pressure has just not been very good, so they did some labs on me, and now I have severe preeclampsia. I've been dilated at a 1.5 with the Cervidil, and the Pitocin's not doing anything. So at like 5 o'clock, my doctor came in and she was able to break my water. And then, what else happened after she broke my water? Oh, she decided to insert a Foley catheter with a balloon into my cervix to try to help me dilate since the Pitocin wasn't doing anything. And that's very painful. And yeah, I've been sleeping a lot. I feel very loopy right now. They just gave me pain medicine. And yeah, so like when she broke my water, not a lot of fluid came out, but now as I'm just sitting here, a lot of fluid's coming out. But I am having contractions, so that's a good sign. And then tomorrow morning at 5, they're gonna do some blood work, and if my labs come back still elevated, they're gonna have to do a C-section. So we're having a baby tomorrow. Hello guys, it is midnight for, what's today? The 29th? It's the 29th. As you can see, we have a baby. I did not vlog anything really happening because it was just a hot mess and I was in a lot of pain. I got an epidural and it failed, and then I ended up getting diagnosed with severe preeclampsia, and in the process of my epidural failing, I started having liver pains, so they had to do an emergency C-section on me to get the baby out because they couldn't wait for me to continue dilating. I was dilated to a 4 and they could stretch me to a 5, but they just couldn't wait because my blood, like my liver enzymes and my blood work was really bad. I was in a lot of pain, my blood pressure was really high, and the medicine wasn't doing anything for me. So yeah. After the C-section, I felt a lot better. It still feels pretty good right now. I've been like really sleepy. They still have me on the magnesium sulfate. I went to recovery for about an hour, and then after that, the hospital is like completely full of people. So they've put me in a triage room. It's really hot in here. This room is so tiny. Poor Will. He's on a stretcher bed right now. But yeah, this room is like no AC. It's incredibly hot. But we're very thankful that Augustus is here and he's okay, he's good. They're testing me to make sure that my liver enzymes are going down and that my liver is good. And then they'll do more work tomorrow on me. And I have to stay 48 to 72 hours. He's doing so good though. We've been breastfeeding. He latches pretty good. He's kind of a lazy latcher whenever he's sleepy. So he hasn't been latching very well right now. And like I said, it's midnight and I'm waiting for, who is it that's coming in? Do you know? somebody is supposed to be coming in to check his vitals. I guess his nurse, his vitals, and to see how he ate.
It's gonna be just a quickie, mister, okay? Just enough to clean you up. You wet? Oh, we're more than wet.
Is he? Did he poop again?
He got a big poopy.
Oh, that might be why he's mad.
That'll help, yeah.
So many hands.
You know that bed? Yeah, grab the wipes out of there, please. And another. I have a diaper.
Will has been on diaper duty, and every time he goes to change him, he poops even more. That's a little stinker for you. We're still in the triage room waiting for a room to open up, and mommy and me up on the 4th floor. Hopefully it does soon because it's very hot, and I'm ready for a shower. But they've taken my catheter out. They have taken me off of the magnesium sulfate. They have the pressure cuffs off of my leg to keep the circulation going, and I've been able to get up and move around, and they said that I'm moving around really well, so I'm very thankful for that. So now we're just ready to go up to a bigger room that has air conditioning because it's hot here. And I've officially been in the hospital for 4 days now. Hopefully today we will get to go home. They are doing some lab work on me, making sure that my liver enzymes are going down still. And if they come back good, then we get to go home. And I'm super excited because last night was a very long night for me and Augustus. He just wanted to be held all night, or he wanted to feed. He was cluster feeding. So me and him have been up, just chilling. And now we're watching Harry Potter. You can probably hear Will snoring. He's getting a little beauty sleep. That's okay. Just me and Augustus hanging out. He's so precious. My little baby. We are so ready to go home, aren't we? So I did not vlog like any today because it's been a very emotional day. We did not get to go home. We were still at the hospital. We have to stay overnight, hopefully one more night, because little man has jaundice and didn't pass his test. So he's staying on a Billy Rubin bed. It makes me really sad. They're gonna test his labs again in the morning, and hopefully they come back lower than they were today, and if so, then we should get to go home. But I've just been like overly emotional about it. Like I cried because I just really wanted to go home. I cried because he has to be in the bed and I can't hold him. It's been a really rough day, and hopefully tomorrow will be better. So today is New Year's Eve, officially day 5 of this whole labor and delivery vlog. So they were not gonna let us go home today, but as you can see, I am home. Oh my god, I'm so happy. After much crying and talking to the pediatrician, they decided to let us come home. His levels are down since yesterday. We have to bring him in tomorrow to get some testing done to make sure that they continue to go down. And they also sent us home with a Billy Rubin bed for him to sleep in at home, which is what he was in yesterday at the hospital. So I'm so happy to be home on New Year's Eve. Oh my god, I just can't even tell you. He does not like being in it because he likes to be held. That's okay. I'm excited to be home and to start 2018 here with my family and not in the hospital. So thank you for watching this extra long vlog. I hope you guys enjoy, like and subscribe. See you guys next time.